Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to do a basic Photoshop um, signature. The first thing we're going to do is set our width to 450 and our height to 150 or 420 to 120, doesn't matter. Basic 72 res with a transparent background. Press OK. And now what we're going to do is hit Control O. So okay, now that we have our basic render, from Control O where you go find the render, this is rendered by Hawk and it still has the tag on it, so I'm going to right click this and hit fill with color. It's going to, the color really doesn't matter. Then you take your nice magic eraser tool and click it and it's gone. So now we highlight and we take our nice little rectangular tool or M, hit Control T, hold down Shift, and drag it to the size you want. Press enter. Now that we've got that done, let's do our background. What we're going to do is hit control or hit filter and hit render and then clouds, and this is where the control F comes in, where you can change what it looks like, which I guess comes in handy. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to hit control V, and then we have, oops, we have our render in there. I'm just gonna use the normal eraser tool. I left a little bit behind. Alright, so erase that. And then we're going to position him the way you want him. Hit layer 1, edit, stroke, 3 pixels, make sure it's black, make sure it says inside, no passive transparency, soft light, hit OK, and you should get a nice little border around the edge. You can also do this with this image, but we're not going to. So now what you do is you can either do your render first, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him a drop shadow, inner glow, inner shadow. I don't think I'm going to use the emboss today. The outer glow can be whatever color you want. I suggest like taking something off of him. The inner glow, same thing. So now we have our glow. Now I'll use the emboss. And so let's click emboss, hit contour, and we'll lower the emboss level so that it's not quite so bright. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go to our layer 1. You can close out the render now. Go to our layer 1, and we're going to either, which is this order is completely up to you, add the paintbrush, or we can add a new layer. And this is for my images. You, one second. You place the brushes. I'm going to use the starburst. I'm going to use this one in particular. So I placed it right there, behind him. And what I'm going to do here is lower the opacity down to about 25. Hit enter. I'm going to go to layer 1. And I'm going to change my brushes again. Replace brushes. So open up our brushes. And let's go to, I'm going to use abstract plasma today. The abstract plasma, we're going to make it a grayish color. So let's see how this looks. No, we'll make it solid black. You gotta make sure that you're on the layer with the background, or else it won't show up half as well. Let's change up the brushes. Let's find this one. And you can lower the pix on it. That way it's, smaller. and more usable in tighter spaces. And so you can just like sit here and dab around, I don't know, click around, put it where you want until you find something you like. So we'll just slap you right in the middle. Then we'll call it a day. It's a little bit darkening there. So we have our basic background, and actually I think I'm going to add one more set of brushes. Oops, we're running up on the 5-minute 30-second mark. I think we just passed it. So we'll use Shifty Abstract. I'll select my favorite. And now I just kind of add, one or two here or there. So now we have a nice different style going on. So then now we use our text, because basically you're pretty much done. Use the text tool, thank you. We're gonna write for YouTube. Highlight it. You can make whatever pics or PT you want. I suggest about the 30s, maybe even 40s. Now I'm gonna use a new font. I'm gonna use Abaddon. So we highlight it, and you can change the color on it. Like if you want it blue. So now I have it for blue. So let's go. Now this isn't like normally how I'd really do it. I'm gonna add everything on except for inner shadow. And we're gonna lower the pics down. Oh no, I don't want that. The outer glow can be, like white or something, but I'm gonna make the inner glow a bit darker so it reflects more of the color. Now I could put on the inner shadow, I don't really want to. This is definitely basic. This is not something I do. This isn't more of my complex work. This is more of my basic work. So, hope you guys enjoy it. So we have our oh, I spelled YouTube wrong. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Knew something looked off. So, now we have our for YouTube in there. You can move it around. I think I'm going to add something else. Shift Enter. Now this text itself is a little funny. In some ways. Inner glow is going to reflect the blue. Now you can always add stroke if you wanted the text to stand out more, but I like the glowy text more. So you can move it around, position it wherever, and then that's pretty much it for the most part. You got your render, you got your basic background, you have your text, and then the only thing left to do now is add your signature. WazGFX. Highlight it. Now the font I'm going to use here is Sweet Confusion, which is the one I use for the majority of my signatures. Make sure you move WazGFX up over in the layers to the very top, or not necessarily WazGFX, but whatever your GFX name is, or like your signature. You gotta remember this, you guys. This is a very basic form of signatures. This is, like I said, not my complex work. So there's your basic signature. Usually keep my signature in the 24 PT range, because you see that works the best. So now we have our for YouTube Raiden WazGFX there. This has been a tutorial by WazGFX. If you guys want to see me, I am at the chat link that I will be posting in the description. 90% of the time I will be adding a playlist. I have a background there that's not actually all the way done, but it's some of my more complex work. Comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. and have a great day or night.